I think it might be time for us to get some bird netting over top of this cage. What do you think? Get it! Get it! Y'all are messy. Messy chicks. They have an aversion to the bedding actually being in the fence. They always kick it out. Here, tick, 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 tick. Here, tick, 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 tick. Pistachio is my fatty. He loves food. Look how big he is. He's huge. I think it might be time for us to get some bird netting over top of this cage. What do you think?
Yeah.
Crazy chickie sitting on the side. You're supposed to be inside. You petting the chickie? Or are you gonna give her a worm?
I'm gonna give her a worm too.
She gonna jump off? Is that Josephine?
Yeah. That's Josephine.
Go, Josephine, go. Woo! Careful. Can you show me your garbage truck? How's it work?
You just gotta push it in and out.
What is it? What are you pushing in and out?
The arms, so it can move better.
Is that your crusher, your garbage crusher?
Yep.
Where's the garbage can? Didn't it used to have a garbage can on it?
It's in my room. It had the trash in it, so I have to leave it in my room.
But it's a garbage truck. It's supposed to put trash in it.
Well, the trash can had little pieces. Didn't want to lose.
Oh, yeah. Simkin would probably steal those, huh?
Yeah. It's got bottle caps and papers and red trash and clear trash.
Is there any gold in there?
No, just trash.
Well, it's about one of the best times of the year for me, and that is gardening season. So it is still pretty early in the spring here, but not too early for some spring crops. In fact, I'm probably a little bit late getting these in, but that's okay. They'll still grow. I still have plenty of time left in the season. So some of the things I'm going to be planting today are some sugar magnolia peas. These are a beautiful deep purple sugar snap pea. I also have some rainbow chard and some golden beets. These are all colder season crops, so good for early spring or at the end of this summer going into fall. These are a bit larger seeds. Because of that, they've been soaking overnight just to soften them up and help them to germinate faster, especially since I'm a little bit late getting these in. So every year I like to come up with a layout for my garden where I want things to go. And by visualizing it on paper, I'm able to kind of see where the smaller crops will be able to get enough sun, will be shaded out by larger, taller crops, and also to companion plants so that I can put things together that will benefit each other. And I, as you can see, also like to use a square foot gardening method because you're able to get a lot of plants in a very small space. So let's get started. I'm going to start here with the peas. Now this bed already has strawberries throughout. They're mostly focused on this back half here over here. There are a few here on this side, but I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. I'm just gonna go ahead and plant the peas along with them. The peas do grow up vertically and they're gonna be on a trellis, so I don't think it'll be an issue for the strawberries. They won't shade them out too much. For a square foot gardening, you want to put 8 peas in each square with a trellis in the middle to help support them. So for the sake of being able to reach them easily, I'm not going to go more than just this first strip here. because I think if I had a second row there, I wouldn't be able to reach between them well enough to harvest. I also have some other warm weather crops already started in the basement under a grow light. So those will be ready to come out here after the last frost, because we don't want those to die from the cold. As I said, they're warm weather crops. These ones that we're planting today can stand a little bit of cold, won't hurt them. In fact, some of them actually taste better after a little bit of cold. So for chard, we need 4 per square foot. Chard can get pretty tall, so I'm having it in the back here, and then the beets, which are smaller, shorter, in the front. As I was weeding here a moment ago, I noticed that there are a ton of earthworms in this bed, which is excellent. For one, they aerate the soil as they crawl through it, making their tunnels. And 2, they also fertilize the soil with their excrement. Now these beet seeds, you can plant 9 per square. Over the winter, when I cleaned out the chicken coop, I dumped the shaved bedding, the used bedding, into the garden bed here so it could break down and compost and feed the beds. Alright, so we've got those beets and chard planted. Just something so relaxing about being in your garden, about tending your plants, watching them grow. Knowing that the work that you're putting in is going to feed your family better, healthier. What is going on in here? Did you guys fly the coop? Uh-huh. I wonder what all that noise was. What are you doing, chicks? Ah, you're after the worms, huh? Is that what you want? Tick, 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 tick. Here, tick, 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 tick. Yeah, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Here, maybe you'll help.
I thought maybe I could get bulldog clips to keep it.
One. Thanks.
They're thinking about it. Trying to figure out how they're going to get through there. Call the chickens. Call the chickens.
I've never called the chicken.
Yeah, chick, 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 chick. Come here, chick, 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 chick. Here, girls. That's not so hard.
I can't get that high.